America, we got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, TikTok. I acknowledge that this is a problem. I'll admit that it's hard to deal with. And if you're a member of the media, it's got to be hard to cover. We have a president who lies as he breathes. That's a problem. We have a president who lies virtually every time he opens his mouth. Good morning, everybody. We've never, ever had this before. It's unprecedented. Politicians lie. Politicians have been lying since the beginning of time. Joe Biden lied way too much. All politicians lie, fudge, hedge, bullshit. All politicians. But we've never had this. Good morning, Douglas Horton. We've never, ever had a president who lies as much as Trump does. Never, ever, ever had anything close. And my guy, you got to live with that. You can support him. You can love him. You can love what he's doing, but you can't not accept that basic truth. Trump lies almost every time he opens his mouth. We ain't never seen that before. Media's never, ever had to deal with that before. I think the media has done a lousy job covering Trump. I think they've normalized Trump. I criticize the media every day for how they cover and normalize Donald Trump. I get it's a problem. I get that they have a built-in problem because the media has never, ever had to deal with a politician like Trump who lies as he breathes. The media's never, ever known how to handle this, how to cover it. And so the media has, over time, just kind of allowed Trump to lie. It's become part of who Trump is. Oh, he's a liar. Trump lies. Trump lies all the time, Joe. It's just what it is. We don't do that. We don't say that. We don't give that grace to any other politician. When any other politician tells a whopper, the media jumps, we jump, we all pounce. But with Trump, because he lies every time he opens his mouth, it's like over time, it's no longer become a story. His lying has become normalized. What a shame that is. And when you think about it, how dangerous that is. I go on TV a lot, not as much as I used to. CNN, MSNBC, I mean, across the board, forget about Fox News, because Fox News is in Trump's pocket. But the rest of the media, they've laid down for Trump when it comes to his lying. They've accepted it. No, William O'Donnell, most politicians lie. We've never, ever, ever, ever. Again, MAGA, there's a rule here. You can like Trump. You can believe in Trump. You can support Trump. but you've got to accept and like and support all of them. And we've never ever had a politician like Trump who lies as much as Trump does. That's just a fact. But think about what we've done. Think about what the media's done. Think about how paradoxical this is. Paradoxical. Because Trump lies all the time, and he's been doing it for 9-10 years since he's been a public person, because Trump lies every time he opens his mouth, because Donald Trump lies as he breathes, and he's been doing it every day, week, month for the past year, for the past 9 to 10 years, his lying is no longer a story. It's no longer a story. He gets away with it, right? It's part of who Trump is. There's no other politician we do that with. We let him off the hook because that's part of who he is. Oh, Kamala Harris lies, Joe. That's just part of who she is. So we don't talk about her lies. No other politician do we give this grace to when it comes to lying. Only Trump. And the reason is it's because it's who he is. He's a pathological liar. It's part of who he is. I get that. And as I said at the beginning this morning, I'm down on the media. I'm pissed off at the media because the media doesn't call Trump out on his lies. I understand why they don't. Because if they did, if the media did call Donald Trump out on his lies, it's all they'd be talking about. Every time Trump speaks, he lies. So in a weird way, if the media stayed on Trump and his lying, it's all they'd be talking about. So I get it's a problem for the media, but the problem for us as a country is we've normalized his lying, and it's dangerous because he lies about everything. Yesterday, Donald Trump stood in front of the world and just lied. In defense of his tariffs or whatever. Donald Trump stood in front of the cameras and talked about auto plants, auto car factories, and just out and out lied.
We
Keith,
have
give it to me.
At least 11 committed massive car factories that are going to be built, that are in the process of being built. And some are going through, some have actually started. We also have renovations of existing factories where they weren't utilizing the full factory from years gone by, and now they're under full renovation. They'll be opening up full factories in a very short period of time. Our car industries, I think we're going to have the #1 industry. You know, if you look at Japan and these others, they do tremendously with cars. And
Stop, Keith. Stop, Keith. You can stop, Keith. You can stop. Stop. That's enough. I hope you heard that TikTok. Every word Trump said there is a lie. Every word. Want to say it again. Every single word Donald Trump said there is a lie. Donald Trump said we have 11 committed. Trump gave a number. We have 11 committed new massive car factories, plants that are going to be built, that are in the process of being built. That is a lie. Out and out lie. And again, MAGA, love you, my brothers and sisters. You can support Trump, but you need to deal in the world of truth. What Trump told you right there is a lie. Every word of that is a lie. 11 committed massive new car factories that are going to be built or that are in the process of being built. Bullshit. That's a lie. There are not 11 committed new car factories being built. There are no new car factories in America being built or in the process of being built. None. Let's start there. So that's a lie. Trump lying to spin how great his stupid tariffs are doing. But that's a lie. The only thing close to what Trump lied about just there is there are 3 automobile companies that announced plans to possibly expand their existing facilities in America. Did you hear me? That's the truth. No 11 new car factories being built, nothing new, no 11, no massive car factories. 3 car companies announced that they might, down the road, expand their existing facilities in America. None of that expansion has started yet at these 3 existing plants. They're not set to occur until years from now. So these 3 car companies may never expand their existing facilities. And by the way, this is such a stupid lie of Trump's, but Trump thinks you are stupid, MAGA. That's why he lies to you. Automobile plants are planned years in advance. Years. So Trump lying and saying that since he's been sworn in, 11 massive new car factories are being built right now, all in the past few months because Donald Trump is president. An utter lie. But plants, car companies, when they build new or expand existing plants, those plans are made years in advance. Trump also, like in early April, said automobile plants being built in America right now are being built at rates, levels we've never, ever seen before. I don't want to get into the issue. It's a lie. Trump's lying. The point I want to make is yesterday at that press conference, when Trump said 11 new car factories being built, there was no media follow-up. Nobody asked him, excuse me, sir, where? Excuse me, sir, can you tell me where these 11 new plants or massive factories are being built? There was no follow-up to Trump. Trump stands in front of the media, stands in front of you and me, and lies, and the media doesn't call him on it. So I'm sure Fox News, Hannity, Laura Ingraham, they probably played that clip last night. Haven't watched Fox News in a long time. And so there are probably a bunch of Trump supporters now that believe, MAGA, we're kicking ass. Look what Trump's tariffs are doing. Man, did you hear that, Leo? Did you hear that, Billy? 11 new plants being built in America. And it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Why didn't the media ask Trump a follow-up? You know that members of the media sat there at that press conference yesterday and said, that's bullshit, or that can't be right. Maybe I should ask him, excuse me, Mr. President, where are those new car factories? Push him on it. Follow up. Call him out on the lie. But they don't. It wasn't asked yesterday. Never been asked. No more follow-up with Trump. That's where we are with Trump. Donald Trump lies, and the media no longer calls out his lies. And I guess the point I'm making is this is a really bad, fucking dangerous place to be. When a president now can lie whenever they want, and the media will not do its job and call him to task and seek the truth. They no longer do it with Trump. And it's really dangerous. because that's supposed to be the media's job. And it's really dangerous because half of America believes the lies. And it's really dangerous because we don't call Trump out on his lies. Half of America right now is utterly untethered to truth. I don't care what your politics are. That's a scary place to be. And I'll just add this again. Donald Trump is a one-off. He lies pretty much every time he opens his mouth. But Republican politicians, they've learned from Trump. They don't lie as much as Trump, but they now lie because they've seen Trump get away with it. They've seen Trump get to the point where the media no longer calls him out, no longer questions him, no longer calls him to the carpet. Mr. President, that's not true. Where are these 11 plants, sir? So other Republicans watch this. Other Republicans see that Trump's at a point where he can just lie, and it doesn't matter. It's not a surprise, right? That other politicians, mainly Republicans now, are going to do the same. And at the bottom of all of this is Trump voters. Who's to blame? I think the media is to blame, but who's to blame? Well, at the end of the day, Trump is who he is. And if Trump can lie to his voters like this, and his voters say, gimme another one, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. Lie to me again. Thank you, Mr. President. Can I have another? Thank you, Mr. President. Can I have another? As long as Trump's voters do that, act that way, he'll continue to lie. Hey, yesterday, the Trump administration announced, well, I'll tell you, one of the most shameful actions our government has ever taken. Refugees from Afghanistan who risked their lives and their families' lives for years working alongside American troops in Afghanistan. Donald Trump's going to send them back to Afghanistan. Donald Trump's going to send them back to their home country. 9,000 Afghanistans living in this country right now under what's called temporary protected status here to avoid being shipped back to their home country. Again, temporary protected status, the program that allows refugees to come here when there is war and other natural disasters, and where they are being dangerously persecuted back home. Joe Biden, back in his presidency, gave temporary protected status to 9,000 some Afghan refugees. These are all refugees from Afghanistan who were our allies, who helped us in Afghanistan, who protected our troops, who fought alongside our troops, who provided intelligence for our troops, who helped our troops avoid getting killed. In essence, they served with our military. And because they served with our military in Afghanistan for so many years, we told them repeatedly, when this war is over, they can come to America. They served us. They served our troops. They saved our troops. Many of them had family members who died alongside of our troops, took bullets for our service members in Afghanistan. They were told that they can come here because of their service. They can come here and live in America, them and their families. And now Donald Trump is saying, fuck you, get out of here. The Trump administration announced yesterday they will terminate, effective July 12th, they will terminate temporary protected status for all Afghan refugees living in the United States. Can't be the welfare state, huh, Mike? Afghan refugees who fought alongside our troops, Afghan refugees who fought on our side. Can't provide welfare for all the world, Joe. How about letting people into this country who fought and died for us, who fought and had family members who died for us, alongside us, with us? Kristi Noem, head of Homeland Security, announced yesterday, we're ending temporary protected status for Afghan refugees. Gone. Why? Kristi Noem announced because the conditions in Afghanistan have improved. Yeah, right. The Taliban's still in control. They're still assassinating their political opponents left and right. There are no human rights in Afghanistan, but none of that is the point. The point is this: what an ugly, horrible betrayal. What an ugly betrayal. We fought in Afghanistan for too damn long. Our troops were there for way too long. But Afghans, over the years, fought alongside us, served us, worked with us. And we told them, because of their service, helping the Americans, saving American lives, we told them that they could seek refuge, they and their families, here in America because of their service for this country, our country. And Trump now is taking that promise back. What a betrayal. 9,000 Afghans in this country right now, refugees in this country right now, because they were promised refugee status in this country, because they served with us in Afghanistan. Utterly shameful. But that's Trump and the Trump administration. An ugly, ugly betrayal. Not surprising. Trump is not a man of his word. What a horrible betrayal. Just shameful. And by the way, the temporary protected status is being terminated July 12th for the Afghans here in America who served our military, who served in our military. The temporary protected status the Trump administration announced yesterday has also been ended, terminated for refugees from Sudan, the Congo, Myanmar, and a number of other African countries. The same day the Trump made this announcement, the same day that the Trump administration welcomed 59 white South Africaners into America yesterday as refugees, fleeing racially based violence. Look at that juxtaposition. The Trump administration yesterday terminated temporary protected status for black and brown refugees and welcomed a bunch of white refugees from South Africa. What's the difference? What's the difference? The Trump administration yesterday terminated refugee status for black and brown refugees, and the Trump administration yesterday welcomed 59 white refugees from South Africa. What is the difference? What's going on? Well, it's not hard to guess. In fact, one of the DHS spokespeople yesterday, when asked the question, this is kind of an odd juxtaposition. You just terminated the temporary protected status for refugees from African nations and from Afghanistan, and you're welcoming, you're opening up the temporary protected status for white refugees from South Africa. Why? And this spokesperson said, well, they more easily assimilate here into America. More easily assimilate. White. What's the difference? White. What's the difference? White. But it's not a surprise that the world doesn't believe a fucking word that our government says now. Because as we've established, we have a pathological liar in the White House. And as was made crystal clear yesterday, once again, America will not keep its word. So you Afghan refugees who risked your lives for years to serve with American troops in Afghanistan. And even though we promised you because of that service, you could have a life in America, fuck that. We're done with that. We're sending you back. We went back on our word. An utter betrayal, an ugly, ugly American betrayal. Shame on us. Promises made, promises dropped. Josh, shame on us. Hey, final thing I wanted to touch this morning. Dead serious. So I was bombarded all day yesterday. This whole plane thing. Trump getting a plane as a gift, a $400 million plane from Qatar. Blood money, by the way, MAGA. That same money in that plane that's going to be given as a gift to Trump, that's the same money that Qatar spends killing Americans. Remember, Qatar funds Islamic terrorists all over the world trying to killing Americans. Blood money, but Trump doesn't care about that. But I was bombarded all day yesterday when this plane story came up. Bombarded with variations of this question. What are you saying, Joe? Should we send the Statue of Liberty back to France? Should we send the Statue of Liberty back? I kid you not. I'm assuming Trump supporters. I'm assuming MAGA. But I was bombarded all day yesterday with like, okay, Joe, the plane. Oh, okay, then what about the Statue of Liberty, Joe? It was a gift, Joe. Should we send it back, Joe? All day this went on. And to me, it made me really sad because I know all of the people who sent me that message yesterday. Hey, Joe, should we send the Statue of Liberty back? Same thing, Joe. I know, they all know that's bullshit. I know, TikTok, that all these MAGA people who said Trump getting a plane from Qatar is just like America getting the Statue of Liberty from France. I know deep down MAGA knows there's a difference. I know they do, which is why it makes me sad, because they're so partisan, they're so tribal, they're so my guy or forget about it, that they put out bullshit like that. They know, and maybe many folks on the left listening to me right now don't agree with me, but I know MAGA knows the Statue of Liberty ain't the plane from Qatar. And by the way, just to be clear about a couple really key differences, if there are people who don't know the difference, the plane from Qatar, it's a gift to Trump. The Statue of Liberty, way back when, from France, it was a gift to America. That's a big, big difference. No, Josh, that's a big difference. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to America. The plane is a gift to Trump. And we know that because the deal is the plane will go to Trump, and before Trump leaves office, the plane will go to Trump's library. It's a gift to Trump. And by the way, libraries don't fly planes. People fly planes. Trump's going to be flying this plane till he drops. But that's one big difference, MAGA. Follow me? Statue of Liberty, a gift to America. Plane, a gift to Trump. It's part of the deal. It follows Trump when he leaves. I mean, the Statue of Liberty, no former president took that thing home with them when they left office. So you get that, MAGA. The second really, really big difference, everybody, Statue of Liberty and the plane, Congress voted. Per the Constitution, MAGA. Hey, Joe, you going to run for president in 2028? Hell yes, I am. Congress voted. Congress voted to approve the gift of the Statue of Liberty. You know why Congress voted to approve the statue? Because the Constitution dictates they must. Even though the Statue of Liberty was a gift to all of America, per the Constitution, per the Emoluments Clause, which says Congress must approve any foreign gift to a U.S. official, Congress then held a vote and voted to accept the gift from France. That's a big, 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 big difference. There's been no congressional vote on the plane, and there won't be. There should be. And if there was, I don't think even Congress would approve this gift to Trump. But the Constitution, remember that, MAGA? The Constitution demands congressional approval. And we had that with the Statue of Liberty, which was a gift to America. This plane is a gift to him, to Trump. He's taking it with him when he leaves, just like he took all of that classified document shit when he left. Trump's going to take the plane with him. Congress has got to vote to approve it. So it's different. It's Statue of Liberty, the plane from Qatar, two completely different things. I do believe deep down MAGA knows that, but MAGA can't say that because MAGA, sadly, has their heads way, way too far up Trump's ass. Such a shame. because MAGA folk are good folk. They shouldn't have their heads up Trump's ass. Such a shame. Hey, thank you for listening, everybody. Couple quick reminders. You want to shoot me an email about anything, do the social contract with Joe Walsh at gmail.com. There's my email, all one word, the social contract with Joe Walsh at gmail.com. Every week I'm out in America having face-to-face conversations with Americans. I'll come to where you are if you invite me. Send me an email and invite me. Second thing, oneflaginitiative.org, all one word. Come get your No Kings t-shirt. I got mine. Come get your No Kings t-shirt. Get your No Kings ball cap. Join the No Kings movement. All of the No Kings merchandise is here. Order some. Join me. Go to oneflaginitiative.org. All one word. June 14th, there's a big nationwide No Kings protest. So put that on your calendar right now. It'll be in every town and city and state throughout the country. A big No Kings protest on June 14th. Put that down and we'll have plenty of information for you all on where these protests will be. Thank you all. God bless. Have a good week. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract